Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're taking your English fluency to the next level. If you've been stuck using the same old phrases, if you want to sound more natural, more articulate, and truly impress native speakers, then this video is for you. We're diving deep into 75 advanced English phrases that aren't just for textbooks. These are phrases you'll hear in real, everyday conversations, in business meetings, social gatherings, and even casual chats. Learning these will not only broaden your vocabulary but also significantly enhance your listening comprehension, allowing you to understand the nuances of native speech. We're going to cover a wide range of situations, from agreeing and disagreeing, to expressing opinions, making suggestions, and even navigating tricky social situations. For each phrase, I'll give you a clear meaning, and most importantly, multiple example sentences so you can see exactly how to use it in context. This isn't just about memorizing. It's about understanding and applying. So, grab a notebook, get ready to pause and practice, and let's supercharge your English. Part 1: Expressing opinions and adding emphasis. Let's kick things off with phrases that will help you articulate your thoughts more precisely and add a bit of punch to your statements. 1. To my mind. Meaning, in my opinion, from my perspective. This is a slightly more formal and thoughtful way to introduce an opinion than simply I think. Examples. To my mind, the new policy will benefit the long-term growth of the company, despite some initial challenges. She's a brilliant artist, but to my mind, her latest work lacks the emotional depth of her earlier pieces. To my mind, the best way to learn a language is complete immersion. 2. As far as I'm concerned. Meaning, in my opinion, this is what I think about a particular situation or topic. Often used to state a strong opinion, sometimes implying that others might disagree. Examples. The meeting ran too long, but as far as I'm concerned, we made significant progress. We can discuss the details all day, but as far as I'm concerned, the decision has already been made. You can complain about the weather, but as far as I'm concerned, a little rain won't stop our picnic. 3. It goes without saying that. Meaning, it's obvious, it's a generally accepted fact that doesn't need to be stated explicitly. Examples. It goes without saying that hard work is essential for success in any field. He's a professional chef, so it goes without saying that his food is always exceptional. When planning a trip, it goes without saying that you should always book your flights in advance. 4. On the face of it. Meaning, based on what appears to be true at first glance, but often implying that the reality might be different upon closer inspection. Examples. On the face of it, the proposal seems sound, but I think we need to delve into the details before approving it. His explanation seemed plausible on the face of it, but I still had a nagging doubt. On the face of it, the job offer looks fantastic, but the long working hours are a concern. 5. In light of. Meaning, considering, taking into account something that has recently happened or become known. Examples. In light of the new evidence, the police have reopened the investigation. We've decided to postpone the event in light of the adverse weather forecast. In light of her recent promotion, she's taking on more responsibilities. 6. Suffice it to say. Meaning, it is enough to say, this is all that needs to be said, implying that more could be said but is unnecessary or inappropriate. Examples. The project faced numerous setbacks, suffice it to say, it was a challenging experience. He wasn't happy with the outcome. Suffice it to say, his displeasure was evident to everyone. We had a very intense discussion, and suffice it to say, we didn't entirely agree. 7. To put it mildly. Meaning, used to indicate that a situation is much more extreme or serious than the words used might suggest. An understatement. Examples. The meeting was chaotic, to put it mildly. Meaning it was extremely chaotic. His performance was disappointing, to put it mildly. Meaning it was awful. The negotiations were tough, to put it mildly, but we finally reached an agreement. 8. By and large. Meaning, in general, mostly. Used to describe what is generally true, with some exceptions. Examples. By and large, the new software update has been well received by users. The weather in spring, by and large, is quite pleasant in this region. By and large, students prefer interactive lessons over traditional lectures. 9. All things considered. Meaning, taking everything into account. Considering all factors. Examples. We didn't win the championship, but all things considered, it was a very successful season. The journey was long and tiring, but all things considered, it was worth it for the beautiful scenery. All things considered, moving to a new city was the best decision for my career. 10. With all due respect. Meaning, a polite way to express disagreement or criticism, especially when addressing someone in a position of authority, acknowledging their status while respectfully challenging their view. Examples. With all due respect, I don't think that approach will solve the core problem. Sir, with all due respect, your statistics seem to be outdated. With all due respect, I believe there's a misunderstanding regarding my responsibilities. 11. Make no mistake. Meaning, used to emphasize that what you are saying is true and important, and should not be misunderstood or underestimated. Examples. He might seem quiet, but make no mistake, he's a very shrewd negotiator. The company is facing serious challenges, make no mistake about that. We will meet our targets, make no mistake, it will just require a lot of effort. 12. The bottom line is. Meaning, the most important point, the essential truth or fact about a situation. Examples. We can argue about the details, but the bottom line is we need to increase sales. He gave a long explanation, but the bottom line is he admitted his mistake. The bottom line is we don't have enough funding to proceed with the project as planned. 13. To be frank/candid. Meaning, to be honest and direct, often used when you are about to say something that might be perceived as blunt or critical. Examples. To be frank, I don't think your idea is feasible at this stage. He asked for my honest opinion, so to be candid, I told him it needed more work. To be frank, I'm quite tired of these endless discussions. 14. In a nutshell. Meaning, briefly, in summary. Used to present a complex idea or situation in a very concise way. Examples. So, in a nutshell, the company is merging with its biggest competitor. Could you explain the new system in a nutshell? I don't have much time. The entire philosophy, in a nutshell, is about living simply. 15. By the same token. Meaning, similarly, in the same way. Used to introduce a point that is related to or supports a previous statement. Examples. You can't expect to lose weight without exercise, and by the same token, you can't expect to gain muscle without a proper diet. She's an excellent public speaker, by the same token, she's also a very persuasive writer. Investing in education is crucial for future prosperity, and by the same token, investing in healthcare is equally vital. Part 2. Discussing problems, challenges and solutions. Now, let's look at phrases that will help you articulate problems, their causes, and potential ways forward in a more sophisticated manner. 16. To get to the root of the problem. Meaning, to find the basic, fundamental cause of an issue. Examples. We need to conduct a thorough investigation to get to the root of the problem with our declining sales. Instead of just treating the symptoms, the doctor aimed to get to the root of the problem causing her chronic pain. Sometimes, listening patiently is the only way to get to the root of the problem in a conflict. 17. To be at a crossroads. Meaning, to be at a point where a critical decision must be made, with different paths leading to different outcomes. Examples. After years of working in the same industry, I feel like I'm at a crossroads in my career. The company is at a crossroads, we either innovate or risk falling behind our competitors. When you're at a crossroads, it's important to take time for reflection before making a choice. 18. A pressing issue/concern. Meaning, an urgent and important problem or worry that needs immediate attention. Examples. Climate change is undoubtedly a pressing issue that requires global cooperation. For many students, student loan debt remains a pressing concern after graduation. The lack of affordable housing is a pressing issue in many major cities. 19. To shed light on something. meaning, to reveal information or details about something, making it easier to understand. Examples. The new research aims to shed light on the causes of the mysterious disease. Her testimony helped to shed light on the events that transpired that evening. Sometimes, a different perspective can shed light on a seemingly intractable problem. 20. To grapple with. Meaning, to struggle with, to deal with a difficult problem or challenge. Examples. Many small businesses are currently grappling with the rising cost of materials. He spent hours grappling with the complex mathematical equation. The government is grappling with the challenge of unemployment in rural areas. 21. To pave the way for. Meaning, to create the conditions or opportunities for something to happen or develop. Examples. The scientific breakthrough could pave the way for new medical treatments. His early research helped to pave the way for the development of modern computing. Investing in education always helps to pave the way for future economic growth. 22. To turn a blind eye to. Meaning, to deliberately ignore something wrong or unpleasant that is happening. Examples. You can't just turn a blind eye to injustice, you have to speak up. The management was accused of turning a blind eye to the safety violations. It's tempting to turn a blind eye to minor faults, but they can grow into major problems. 23. To address an issue/concern. Meaning, to deal with or to give attention to a problem or question. Examples. The new legislation attempts to address the issue of cyberbullying. We need to hold a meeting next week to address your concerns about the project timeline. The company launched a campaign to address the concern of its environmental impact. 24. To be in dire straits. Meaning, to be in a very serious or difficult situation. Examples. After the natural disaster, many families were in dire straits, needing immediate aid. Without additional funding, the charity will be in dire straits by the end of the year. The old bridge is in dire straits and desperately needs repairs. 25. To come to grips with. Meaning, to understand and deal with a difficult or challenging situation or idea. Examples. It took her a long time to come to grips with the reality of her diagnosis. The new manager is still coming to grips with the complexities of the company's finances. We need to come to grips with the fact that the market has fundamentally changed. 26. To put a strain on. Meaning, to create pressure, tension, or difficulty for someone or something. Examples. The increasing demands of the job are putting a real strain on his health. The prolonged drought has put a severe strain on the region's water resources. Their constant arguments began to put a strain on their friendship. 27. To get wind of something. Meaning, to hear a piece of information that someone else was trying to keep secret. Examples. The CEO got wind of the proposed merger before it was officially announced. If the competitors get wind of our new product, they might try to copy it. I got wind of a new job opening that might interest you. 28. To fall short of. Meaning, to fail to reach an expected or required standard or level. Examples. Our sales figures for this quarter fell short of the projected targets. Her performance, while good, still fell short of her personal best. The government's response to the crisis fell far short of public expectations. 29. To be on the verge of. Meaning, to be very close to experiencing or doing something. Examples. The ancient civilization was on the verge of collapse when the invaders arrived. She was on the verge of tears when she heard the news. Scientists believe we are on the verge of a major breakthrough in renewable energy. 30. To bite the bullet. Meaning, to face a difficult or unpleasant situation with courage and endurance, often because it's unavoidable. Examples. The economy is tough, but we just have to bite the bullet and keep going. I didn't want to work overtime, but I had to bite the bullet to finish the project on time. Sometimes you just have to bite the bullet and make an unpopular decision for the greater good. Part 3. Discussing success, progress and achievement. These phrases will help you talk about accomplishments, growth, and positive developments with more sophistication. 31. To make headway. meaning, to make progress, especially when the progress is slow or difficult. Examples. We're finally making headway on the research project, after months of setbacks. Are you making any headway with your thesis? It sounds very complex. Despite the challenging market, the company is starting to make headway in new territories. 32. To be on the right track. Meaning, to be following a course of action that is likely to lead to success. Examples. I think your new marketing strategy is on the right track, it's already showing positive results. Don't worry, you're on the right track with your studies, just keep up the hard work. The initial data suggests we are on the right track to finding a solution. 33. To hit the ground running. Meaning, to start a new activity or job with great energy and enthusiasm and be immediately effective. Examples. The new team member really hit the ground running, she quickly understood all the procedures. After months of preparation, we're ready to hit the ground running with the new campaign. He joined the company last week and immediately hit the ground running, tackling several key projects. 34. To pay dividends. Meaning, to bring advantages or benefits, especially in the long run. Examples. All those extra hours he put into studying are now paying dividends in his career. Investing in renewable energy will pay dividends for future generations. Her patience and persistence finally began to pay dividends when she secured the funding. 35. To come to fruition. Meaning, to be realized, to be successfully completed or achieved. Often used for plans, hopes, or dreams. Examples. Years of hard work finally saw her dreams come to fruition when she opened her own gallery. We hope our plans for the new community center will come to fruition by next year. After countless revisions, the complex project finally came to fruition. 36. To be a stepping stone to. Meaning, an event or experience that helps you to achieve something else. Examples. Working as an intern was a valuable experience and served as a stepping stone to my first full-time job. This small victory can be a stepping stone to greater achievements in the future. For many entrepreneurs, failure is often just a stepping stone to eventual success. 37. To take something in stride. Meaning, to deal with something difficult or unpleasant calmly and without much fuss. Examples. Despite the sudden changes, she managed to take everything in stride and adapt quickly. He's a very resilient person, he just takes setbacks in stride. The team was able to take the unexpected challenges in stride and still deliver on time. 38. To be a testament to. Meaning, to be clear proof or evidence of something. Examples. Her rapid success is a testament to her dedication and talent. The enduring popularity of the classic novel is a testament to its timeless themes. The city's quick recovery after the disaster is a testament to the resilience of its residents. 39. To go from strength to strength. Meaning, to become increasingly successful or powerful. Examples. After launching their new product, the company has been going from strength to strength. Her acting career has been going from strength to strength ever since she won that award. The team's performance has been going from strength to strength this season. 40. To pull out all the stops. Meaning, to use all possible efforts and resources to achieve something. Examples. The organizing committee pulled out all the stops to make the conference a success. We need to pull out all the stops if we want to meet this tight deadline. 41. To be a force to be reckoned with. Meaning, someone or something that is very powerful and influential and must be taken seriously. Examples. After winning 2 championships, their basketball team has become a force to be reckoned with. She's an incredibly talented debater, truly a force to be reckoned with in any argument. The small startup has rapidly grown into a force to be reckoned with in the tech industry. 42. To make a mark. Meaning, to have a significant and lasting effect or influence on something or someone. Examples. He truly made his mark on the scientific community with his groundbreaking discoveries. She hopes to make a mark in the fashion world with her unique designs. The charity has made a significant mark on improving literacy rates in rural areas. 43. To get the ball rolling. meaning, to start something, especially a process or activity. Examples. Let's get the ball rolling by discussing the main agenda points. I'll make the first call to get the ball rolling on the fundraising campaign. We need to get the ball rolling on this project if we want to finish by summer. 44. To set the bar high. Meaning, to establish a high standard of quality or achievement that others will be judged against. Examples. His exceptional performance in the first round set the bar high for all subsequent competitors. We always try to set the bar high for our products to ensure customer satisfaction. Her previous success has set the bar high for her next artistic endeavor. 45. To go the extra mile. Meaning, to make a special extra effort to achieve something or to help someone. Examples. Our customer service team always goes the extra mile to ensure clients are happy. If you want to excel in your career, you sometimes have to go the extra mile. He really went the extra mile to help me prepare for my presentation. Part 4. Discussing relationships, social interactions and feelings. These phrases will help you navigate the complexities of human connection and express emotional states more subtly. 46. To clear the air. Meaning, to resolve a dispute or disagreement, typically by discussing it openly. Examples. After their argument, they decided to meet up and clear the air. Let's have an honest discussion to clear the air about what happened yesterday. It's always better to clear the air quickly rather than letting resentments fester. 47. To be on the same page. Meaning, to have the same understanding or agreement about something. Examples. Before we proceed, I want to make sure everyone is on the same page regarding the project goals. We had a long discussion to ensure we were both on the same page about our expectations. It's crucial that all team members are on the same page before the client meeting. 48. To rub someone the wrong way. Meaning, to annoy or irritate someone. Examples. His arrogant attitude always seems to rub people the wrong way. I don't know why, but sometimes her jokes just rub me the wrong way. Be careful how you phrase that, you don't want to rub the client the wrong way. 49. To see eye to eye with someone. Meaning, to agree with someone, or to have the same opinion. Often used in the negative to mean disagreement. Examples. My brother and I don't always see eye to eye on politics, but we respect each other's views. It's rare for a married couple to see eye to eye on every single issue. Luckily, the committee members saw eye to eye on the budget proposal. 50. To be under the weather. Meaning, to feel slightly ill or unwell. Examples. I won't be able to come to work today, I'm feeling a bit under the weather. She's been under the weather for a few days, so she missed the party. A cup of hot tea and some rest is usually all I need when I'm feeling under the weather. 51. To keep someone in the loop. Meaning, to keep someone informed about what is happening, especially in a team or group. Examples. Please keep me in the loop regarding any new developments on the project. I'll make sure to keep you in the loop even while I'm on vacation. It's important to keep all stakeholders in the loop during the planning phase. 52. To get a handle on. Meaning, to gain control of or understand a situation, problem, or skill. Examples. It took me a few weeks to get a handle on all the new responsibilities in my job. The police are trying to get a handle on the rising crime rate in the area. Once you get a handle on the basic grammar, learning new vocabulary becomes much easier. 53. To fall by the wayside. Meaning, to fail to be completed, to be abandoned, or to not succeed when others do. Examples. Many good intentions often fall by the wayside when life gets busy. Several smaller businesses fell by the wayside during the economic downturn. Despite their initial enthusiasm, a lot of their early projects have fallen by the wayside. 54. To cut corners. Meaning, to do something in the easiest, quickest, or cheapest way, often by sacrificing quality or safety. Examples. We can't afford to cut corners on safety procedures, no matter how tight the deadline is. If you cut corners on your research, it will definitely show in your final paper. The company was criticized for cutting corners on environmental regulations. 55. To be caught off guard. Meaning, to be surprised by something unexpected, especially in a way that leaves you unprepared. Examples. The sudden question from the interviewer really caught me off guard. The unexpected snowstorm caught everyone off guard and caused chaos. She was so focused on her work that the noise outside caught her off guard. 56. To bear in mind. Meaning, to remember, to take into consideration. Examples. When planning the budget, you need to bear in mind the rising cost of materials. Please bear in mind that the traffic will be heavy during peak hours. It's important to bear in mind that everyone learns at a different pace. 57. To give someone the benefit of the doubt. Meaning, to believe someone's statement or intentions, even if there is reason to doubt them, because you want to be fair. Examples. I know he's been late before, but I'll give him the benefit of the doubt this time, maybe there was traffic. Despite the rumors, the jury decided to give the accused the benefit of the doubt. It's usually best to give people the benefit of the doubt unless they prove otherwise. 58. To be on the fence. Meaning, to be undecided about something, to be neutral. Examples. I'm still on the fence about whether to accept the job offer or pursue further studies. Many voters are still on the fence about who to support in the upcoming election. Are you coming to the party? I'm still on the fence myself. 59. To turn a new leaf. Meaning, to start a new and better way of behaving or living. Examples. After his accident, he decided to turn over a new leaf and focus on his health. She promised to turn a new leaf and be more responsible with her finances. The new year is a perfect time to turn a new leaf and set new goals. 60. To make ends meet. Meaning, to earn just enough money to live on, without going into debt. Examples. With the rising cost of living, it's becoming harder for many families to make ends meet. She works 2 jobs just to make ends meet and support her family. Even with a full-time job, some people struggle to make ends meet in expensive cities. Part 5. General and Miscellaneous Advanced Phrases. This final section covers a mix of useful phrases for various situations, adding even more depth to your conversational English. 61. To take something with a grain of salt. Meaning, to understand that something is probably not completely true or accurate. Examples. You should take his promises with a grain of salt, he often exaggerates. The news report was clearly biased, so I took it with a grain of salt. Whenever you read advice online, it's wise to take it with a grain of salt. 62. To be up in the air. Meaning, to be undecided or uncertain. Examples. Our travel plans for the summer are still up in the air due to the unpredictable weather. The future of the project is still up in the air, we haven't secured funding yet. I can't commit to anything yet, as my schedule for next month is still up in the air. 63. To beat around the bush. Meaning, to avoid coming to the point, to talk about unimportant things because you want to avoid saying what you really mean. Examples. Stop beating around the bush and just tell me what you want. He tends to beat around the bush when he has bad news to deliver. Please don't beat around the bush, I need direct answers. 64. To get something off your chest. Meaning, to talk about something that has been worrying or bothering you, so that you feel better. Examples. I really needed to get that off my chest, I've been upset about it for days. If you have something on your mind, come talk to me and get it off your chest. After confessing, she felt a huge relief, having finally gotten it off her chest. 65. To bite off more than you can chew. Meaning, to take on a task or responsibility that is too big or difficult for you to handle. Examples. I think I bit off more than I could chew by volunteering for 3 different committees. Don't bite off more than you can chew, it's better to do one thing well than many things poorly. Starting a new business and studying full-time might be biting off more than he can chew. 66. To have a bone to pick with someone. Meaning, to have a grievance or complaint that you want to discuss with someone. Examples. I have a bone to pick with you about what you said in the meeting yesterday. She seemed upset, I think she might have a bone to pick with the manager. If you have a bone to pick with me, let's discuss it privately. 67. To burn bridges. Meaning, to destroy relationships or opportunities, especially by acting badly or offending someone, so that you cannot return to them in the future. Examples. Even if you leave your job, try not to burn any bridges, you never know when you might need a reference. His arrogant departure meant he burned all his bridges with his former colleagues. Always maintain professionalism, you don't want to burn bridges in your industry. 68. To call it a day. Meaning, to decide to stop working on something for the rest of the day. Examples. It's getting late and I'm tired. Let's call it a day and pick this up tomorrow. After 8 hours of intense negotiations, they decided to call it a day. I think we've done enough for now. Let's call it a day. 69. To get something out of your system. Meaning, to do something you've wanted to do for a long time and now feel satisfied, so you can move on. Often, this is something you felt you had to do. Examples. I know you've always wanted to try bungee jumping, so go ahead and get it out of your system. He had to confront his fear, so he went on stage and sang, finally getting it out of his system. Just let him complain for a few minutes, he just needs to get it out of his system. 70. To cross that bridge when you come to it. Meaning, to deal with a problem when it happens, rather than worrying about it in advance. Examples. I know we have a big presentation next month, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Let's focus on this week's tasks first. Should we worry about finding a new supplier now? No, let's cross that bridge when we come to it. I don't know what I'll do if I fail the exam, but I'll cross that bridge when I come to it. 71. To let sleeping dogs lie. Meaning, to avoid disturbing a situation that is currently calm, because doing so might cause trouble. Examples. I know you want to bring up the old argument, but it's probably best to let sleeping dogs lie. He was about to complain, but his wife nudged him, telling him to let sleeping dogs lie. There's no point reopening that discussion, it's better to let sleeping dogs lie. 72. To twist someone's arm. Meaning, to persuade someone to do something they are unwilling to do. Examples. I didn't want to go out tonight, but my friends twisted my arm. It took a lot of convincing, but we finally twisted her arm into joining the committee. No need to twist my arm, I'd love to help with the charity event. 73. To jump on the bandwagon. Meaning, to join an activity or movement that has become popular or fashionable. Examples. After seeing the success of the new trend, many companies started to jump on the bandwagon. He only supported the team after they started winning, just jumping on the bandwagon. Don't just jump on the bandwagon, think critically about what you believe in. 74. To miss the boat. Meaning, to lose an opportunity by being too slow to act. Examples. I should have bought those shares months ago, but now I feel like I've missed the boat. If you don't apply for the scholarship soon, you'll miss the boat. The early bird gets the worm, so don't miss the boat on this great offer. 75. To learn the ropes. Meaning, to learn how to do a new job or activity, to learn the basic procedures. Examples. It takes a few weeks to learn the ropes in any new position, but I'm getting there. Don't worry if you're feeling overwhelmed, everyone needs time to learn the ropes. The new interns are spending their first week just learning the ropes of the office. And wow, we just covered 75 advanced English phrases. That was a lot, I know, but I truly believe that mastering these phrases will revolutionize your English conversations. Remember, the key isn't just to memorize them. It's to understand their context. When is it appropriate to use to my mind versus as far as I'm concerned? Practice actively, don't just listen. Say these phrases out loud. Use them in your daily conversations, even if it feels a little awkward at first. The more you use them, the more natural they'll become. Listen for them when you're watching movies, TV shows, or listening to podcasts. Try to identify these phrases. You'll be surprised how often they come up.